Hey everyone, it's Kristen from Neck Massage. I've been telling you that I'm going to put together some combos of muscle releases and stretches or relaxation techniques that you can do on your own or when you're traveling or wherever you are. Step one is to release the shoulders, rhomboids, middle trapezius area. Find a wall. Walls are everywhere. The next step is to take a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball, whichever you prefer, whichever density you prefer. Take the lacrosse ball, pop it just behind the trapezius or on top of the trapezius. The next step is to go ahead and tilt up, put the head on the wall, put your hands on your lap, and just roll along. It's in a small area. You're not gonna cover a lot of area. We're going for efficiency and effectiveness here. And you're going to get that medial border of the scapula and all the muscles that connect near that region. I won't go through them all. And if I need to go lower, I put my bum on the wall. I go ahead and I lower that lacrosse ball. And I come up and I go towards the lower angle of the scapula along the medial border there. Perhaps where latissimus dorsi starts to become involved here. Sometimes we just need to breathe, give it 5, 6, 7 seconds, and then roll past it. If an area doesn't release for you right away, be patient. Work on it at a couple of hours later if you need to. If I need to go a little bit higher, up towards levator scapula and upper trapezius, I put the lacrosse ball a little bit higher. I tilt up, my head is on the wall. Hands are in my lap, and I relax. I'm in that area where levator scapula may join, close to where it joins the medial scapula. I can also go a little bit closer, but not on top of the spine, maybe along the muscles that connect to the transverse processes and get that thoracic 2, thoracic 3 area, but you don't want to be on the spinous process. That is uncomfortable and very dangerous. I put my bum on the wall, I lean forward, I grab my lacrosse ball. Once I've done that, there are a number of things I can do to relax and get some extension into that spine now that we've released some of the muscles that are causing our rounded shoulder posture. Step one, I call this step one, is using a large inflatable ball if you have one. The nice thing about this is that I can keep my feet on the floor. I have a nice wide stance. And then what I do is I just kind of roll down. And I allow my body to gently adapt to the curvature of the ball. I start to rock. Again, nice wide stance, flat feet, grippy socks or grippy shoes. This is just a nice way to relieve some of the stress, recenter, recalibrate, and reneutralize that forward posture that is causing us shortness of breath. It's not good for your internal organs. Just breathing and rocking and letting the thoracic spine and the arms open. If you can't go here with the arms, bring them to your side and just hold the bottom of the ball. When I'm done, I just lift my head and I walk myself up. Now, if you have a little more flexibility and you want to go into a little more extension, there's an option. I do have a smaller ball. This is one that I use for my Pilates when I do it at home. Again, you want to go ahead, sit down on a mat, start at the upper thoracic vertebrae, and relax. Let your head go over. Oop, that's a little bit too far up. I'm going to go ahead and allow, I've got my hands on my side, I'm stable. I've got my feet bent, my feet on the floor, my knees bent, I'm stable. And I just lay back. If this is as far as you go, live there, that's fine. If you feel like going a little further down the thoracic vertebrae, go to maybe T4, 5, 6. You can do that. Again, this is a great way. Open up, neutralize, and recalibrate the anterior side of the body. You can put your legs down if you want to just really feel grounded. Maybe I go ahead and I roll down just a little bit more to thoracic 7, 8, 9. You don't want to go too much further than this because once you get into the lumbar vertebra, it becomes uncomfortable. When I'm ready, I put hands behind head, and again, maybe I push myself up. The next option, if you still have more flexibility and you really want to get a nice little stretch, is to use a foam roller. For those of you that have, again, a little more flexibility, this might be your go-to. So I'm going to start right about medial scapular region, thoracic 2, 3, 4, and my feet are planted, or you can have straight legs. It's up to you. My bum is on the mat. I breathe. Maybe you take 2 or 3 breaths here. And that's enough to start with. Then you go down to maybe thoracic 4, 5, 6, 7. Be careful. You're on the spinous processes. So if you have any type of hairline fractures or fractures of your spine, don't do this. Maybe I go down to 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10. And I breathe. If it starts to become uncomfortable at any point, please stop. When I'm ready, I put my hands near my head. I don't have to put them behind. Maybe I put them in my ears. And I gently start to roll up. Those are just some ways and a nice little combo that you can use to release upper, mid, lower trapezius, serratus posterior superior, rhomboids. Don't be on the scapula, but on the inside, between the scapula, the medial border, and the spine. And never put the lacrosse ball on your spinous processes. That could end up in an injury. This is Kristen from Fahrenheit Massage, keeping you healthy, flexible, mobile, and enjoying life. I'll see you soon.